Now, Samara, it's not just the King who's obviously busily involved in his projects. Camilla has spearheaded a documentary about domestic violence. We've referred to it before. Now, the King was very emotional speaking about it this week.
Yeah, he was. I mean, we all know that he cares really deeply about Camilla, but I think that he's also very pleased with how she has embraced the role as Queen so naturally. I mean, this domestic violence documentary is really beautiful, but it is also a testament to Camilla's work behind the scenes endlessly. I mean, I was going back into, looking at, when this issue started to when she started to work with it. And it was even 2014, she was making care packages for domestic abuse survivors. Unfortunately, it's an international issue. So she's traveled to India, parts of Africa. She's done a lot of work here in the UK, and she's clearly done a lot of work over a 10-year period for this issue. So I think it's all come to a head in this new documentary, and it's really nice to see that she's really embracing her new role and using it for these just causes that really need light shined upon them. And Camilla's definitely the one to do it. She's so no nonsense, and I think that she's shown that you can be strong within your relationship with someone who is like the King and has all the power. I think that she's actually shown that she's almost like a role model for that sort of thing.
And I think this sort of advocacy is also really important. It's not a fun topic, it's not a sexy topic, but it's something that's really meritorious that we focus on and try and make better. So, kudos to her for taking up the cudgels on something that, is just a lot of hard work, but absolutely needs to be done. Now, Angela, Princess Catherine, here's another one. She's done some amazing work in similar social projects, but her Christmas Carols concert's coming up soon. Can you give us an update?
That's right. This is the fourth time she'll be holding the Christmas Carol project. It's been announced it's going to be on December 6th. We always love this time of the year. Samara's actually in London, so she gets to be in the UK at that time of year when it's so beautiful and cold and all the, it's the best place to be for Christmas, I think. But what's beautiful about this concert is that this year it will be especially memorable. The focus is going to be on empathy, kindness and care. And the theme is very much on the fact that we need each other, that we actually need to be able to lean on each other. The Palace has been incredibly specific about this theme, that people from various charities around the country will be honoured at this concert. Just small little things that are done, smaller people, not the great and the good, but people that are just on the ground helping each other. Of course, Prince Louis we saw for the first time at last year's concert, so there's hoping that all three royal children will be there at this event. But as we've seen Catherine far more rarely in the past, I think there's more eyes trained on her when we do see her, but I can also see that it may even be more meaningful for her, these events, because having not been able to do them, as we saw at Remembrance Sunday, they really do mean a lot to her. So I think all eyes will be on this event at Westminster Abbey this year.
And Samara, off the back of that, obviously the Princess has had a very tough year. She's also been recovering from her own treatment. Going forward, we know she's going to take a different approach for things, but we understand that she's hinted at a new project. Do we know anything about this?
Look, we know very little. Catherine always does keep her cards close to her chest, especially this year. She's really been going through a very private battle, but doing it with such grace and poise. And, we know that William has said that this has been the hardest year of his life. So you can just imagine what she's had to go through. But she has hinted at different things on social media. Of course, we saw little invitations being printed out for the 1,600 people that are going to attend this event. And I think she will make an announcement coming up. And just as Angela says, I think it will be something that's very close to her heart, something that maybe is interlinked with the cancer that she's suffered, and something that will be direct to the people that are actually affected. And that's what the royal family is always so amazing at, is actually connecting with the people and making sure that it's the hidden survivors that actually get the time and care instead of, the more public people. So I think that Kate always does such amazing initiatives, and I'm really excited to see what this is going to be.
Yeah, I think we're all watching that. But Angela, Similarly, Prince William also, very excellent at connecting with pretty much everyone. We know he's been in South Africa recently. Now, it was reported this week that apparently he wants to put a smaller R in royal. What does that mean?
Yeah, I think this is really interesting, Cara. I think this, to me, this is as important as Charles wanting a slimmed down monarchy. And what I think he's saying by the small R, well, he's given some indication that he wants it to be royals to be more focused on philanthropy, small groups, convening, collaboration, very much about empathy. And I think what's really interesting, this is away from the crowns and the castles. This is getting down with the people. In fact, we saw that this week, that we've got a special clip here of William meeting with some people in Ireland.
Yeah, just tell her why we're late.
Who's
Just say sorry
to Leslie?
Yeah.
Leslie, are you recording?
Yeah.
Leslie, I'm very sorry we're late, but they seem to be caught up and they wouldn't believe that you were here. So just to say hi.
I love this. So this was a couple of girls who they were late to class for their students, so they asked Prince William to record a special message for their teacher as an excuse for why they were late. Now, this is what he means by small R royal. This is getting down with the people, being alongside them, being approachable. Look at all the things that they did, that they have chosen to focus on: homelessness, the environment, early childhood learning, mental health. They are all causes that connect with people, and you can't do that when you're removed or you're just cutting ribbons. So we'll see a very different monarchy under King William, I think, in the future.
I think we will. And Samara, I've only got about 30 seconds left, but a quick update on the Sussexes. Meghan's been out partying without Harry. We know they're still trying to sort out their Christmas plans. What's the update?
Look, all I can say is it's definitely on the rocks. I was actually talking to Thomas Markle Jr. this week. He says that it's really, really bad. In terms of their Christmas plans, they're not going to be seeing the grandparents. That is for sure. I mean, Thomas Markle lives 3 hours down the road. They still haven't visited him. He still hasn't seen the grandchildren. So they're not spending any time together. I'm starting to see cracks. I'm starting to see it.
Well, you know how to finish off that segment. Very well done. Angela Mollard, Samara Gill, thank you so much for joining us. Now, coming up, Prince Harry's court case is back in the headlines. Esther Crack, who joins us from London with the latest on that story.